Whether it's been substance and liquor overconsumption, or endless issues with the law, co-stars, or her employers, Lindsay Lohan's name has been splattered across unflattering press as early as 2006. Following 8 arrests, numerous DUIs and rehab stints, and being dismissed from several television and film projects, it seems this previously troubled actress is attempting to steer the course of her life in a better direction for good. Maybe her reconciliation with the world will even help the star carry the remains of her once bright career back into stardom. And well, even if not, here are Where They Now's top 10 list of the ways Lindsay completely destroyed her career. Is there another way Lindsay messed up her life that we may have missed on today's countdown? Don't forget to share your responses below, and let's jump right in. In our 10th spot, Lindsay turning away successful jobs. January 2013 was the time when Dancing with the Stars offered Lindsay a crazy $550,000 to be a contestant on their reality dance series. Now, this opportunity could have very well granted Lindsay her chance to make a proper comeback after her grand fall. However, she shot the part down, stating, "I would never stoop to reality television." This is ironic given she launched her own reality show down the road, but I guess we'll leave that right there. Not to mention, this wasn't the first time Lindsay dismissed a well-paying job offer. The year was 2009, in July, when the star was asked to portray Jade the stripper in the widely successful movie The Hangover. Lindsay also declined this offer by declaring, "The script has no potential." Unfortunately for her, Hangover made a stunning $2,077 million in gross box office sales, making it the third highest grossing R-rated film in history. However, it seems Lindsay's been doing much better nowadays at accepting work that comes her way. 2019's Among the Shadows was her most recent TV credit, following up with 2022's Falling for Christmas, after she struck a deal with Netflix to be a widespread presence in a number of their productions. So, despite her past misses, it seems Lindsay is working her way back up to potential legendary status after all. Before we jump to number 9, comment below your favorite film or television role of Lindsay's. In our 9th spot, Lindsay's addiction to substances and liquor. The world knows this actress's biggest career fumble was becoming too caught up in the Hollywood party scene, eventually leading to her addiction, consumption of drinks, and illegal substances. According to reports, Lindsay was addicted to a handful of them. Her partying ways were first discovered in 2006, but not long after, in early 2007, Lindsay received her first DUI. However, her partying adventures actually started in 2004 when she and former bestie Paris Hilton were super tight-knit. The friendly pair were captured at all the hottest nightclubs and even partied with superstar Britney Spears on a handful of occasions. Ironically, Lindsay even once blamed Britney for introducing her to her addiction. Despite looking like she was having a blast, this partying spiral is the start and center of all of Lindsay's issues. In 2010, Lindsay sat down with the Today Show to inform them of her recovery progress, insisting she was in fact fully clean and sobered up. During an exclusive interview, Lindsay informed Matt Lauer how she hoped to continue to move forward and in the right direction, and that she still needed to go through the process of proving herself. In our 8th spot, Lindsay making enemies with A-listers. When she filmed 2006's Bobby alongside William H. Macy, the actor blasted Lindsay by calling out her unprofessional behavior. Apparently, William was sick of Lindsay constantly popping up late and claimed she needed an ass kicking. In 2007, while filming for Georgia Rule was taking place, both actress Jane Fonda and producer James G. Robinson publicly called out Lindsay. According to them, Lindsay delayed filming on several occasions for turning up late and using medical excuses. In a letter written by James for Lindsay, it reads, "We are all aware that your ongoing, all-night, heavy partying is the real reason for your so-called exhaustion. We refuse to accept bogus excuses for your behavior." As for Jane, she reportedly shouted at Lindsay for being irresponsible and repeatedly lacking professionalism on set. Although not much has been revisited regarding the former foes above, one once very important Hollywood figure Lindsay has in fact made up with is Paris Hilton. Following over a decade of tension, Paris admitted she and Lindsay are back in good graces in a January 27th Vanity Fair article from last year. According to VF, the socialite made a Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen appearance with her Real Housewives of Beverly Hills mom, Kathy Hilton, and ended up dishing that she and Lindsay had recently reconnected. When Andy asked where they were in their friendship, Paris was all smiles when she replied, "I just feel like we're grown-ups now. I just got married, she just got engaged, we're not in high school. I think it was very immature and now everything is all good." The reconciliation came after both stars hit very new relationship milestones. On this, Paris continued, "I saw she got engaged when I was on my honeymoon and I just said congratulations." Andy then questioned if that's how they broke the icy vibes, photographs, and Paris agreed. In November 2021, when Paris got married to venture capitalist Carper Riem, Lindsay also got engaged to her current partner, Bader Shaman. During a December episode of Paris's podcast, This is Paris, the socialite also expressed nothing but love for Lindsay. In our 7th spot, Lindsay's inability to take responsibility for her actions. This particular fact has rendered it damn near impossible for Lindsay to progressively get better at one point. The actress constantly blamed everyone around her for her issues and had endless excuses for her poor behavior. It's why she never thought she ever had a problem, nor that she was in any wrongdoing, but it's also why Lindsay continued to rack up debt and party her life away. During her downfall, she placed the blame on her parents, the paparazzi, fellow stars like Oprah Winfrey, Britney Spears, and Paris Hilton, her management team, and even America for her inability to make a strong comeback and her failing career. She's never directly blamed herself for her continuous issues, and that was the single thing holding her back from moving forward. However, lately, though she's never directly stated it herself, it does seem she's taken more accountability. She also hasn't caused stir in the media since her newest revival, so all in all, things seem quite well at the moment. Here's to hoping she can continue taking genuine ownership of her part of things. In our 6th spot, Lindsay's shoplifting habits. February 2011 was the year the actress was accused of stealing a $2,500 gold necklace from a Venice, California jewelry store. This charge only piled onto her other legal woes, and in April of the same year, she faced a 120-day sentence in county jail alongside 480 community service hours for probation violation. Her theft charge was eventually reduced to misdemeanor, but it did shine light on how bad Lindsay's financial struggles truly were. In 2015, the actress's probation was lifted, so it's likely that mixed in with her prison stint kicked Lindsay into enough gear to no longer be into theft and stealing. In our 5th spot, Lindsay missing out on roles. In 2007, Lindsay was replaced in The Edge of Love by Sienna Miller. Producers couldn't keep her due to insurance, mainly because she was a huge risk and resultantly had to be replaced. That same year, Lindsay was forced to drop out of A Woman of No Importance due to her heading to rehab. And again in 2007, Lindsay was swapped out in Poor Things following her second DUI of that year. In 2011, Lindsay was replaced in The Other Side because the director swore she was not bankable. Then, once more, Lindsay was fired from playing Inferno's Linda Lovelace because the producers again weren't able to insure her. Not to mention, the star has lost a ton of roles for unprofessionalism alone, a slew of legal issues, and being far too great a risk. Nowadays, she only seems to be picking up more and more acting parts, so she must be doing something right lately. In our 4th spot, Lindsay's spending habits and poor budgeting. In the early 2000s, Lindsay maintained a reported net worth of over $15 million during the height of her career through massive hits like Mean Girls, Freaky Friday, and Herbie Fully Loaded. Now though, Lindsay is worth much less. Even though her career saw a few downfalls, it's actually her spending habits that has lost her fortune. Between trial expenses, lawyers, and rehab, Lindsay has spent a startling overage of $1 million on legal fees. Back in 2009, Lindsay spent $500,000 on a hotel rental for Chateau Marmont and another $90,000 on limousine rides. That same year, Lindsay reportedly spent $1 million more on clothes, $70,000 on hairstyling and tanning, $350,000 on luxury cars, and $500,000 on partying. Of course, spending in that manner only took Lindsay a few years to completely blow out that over $15 mil. Ironically, with a financer for a husband now, there's no way Lindsay's not being even a smidge more careful with her more recent spending habits. In our 3rd spot, Lindsay's I Know Who Killed Me and Liz and Dick roles. Lindsay has had quite a few movies that reportedly flopped, but the two aforementioned were the most detrimental to her career. IKWKM was Lindsay's first ever serious role and was meant to showcase how she could act in that sense. But instead, the film tanked and is considered one of Hollywood's worst films. In the actress's defense though, the script wasn't that great and the plot was pretty much lost. However, many say Liz and Dick is entirely her fault. People felt like she put zero effort into playing Elizabeth Taylor, and her acting was compared to kids playing dress up. This film, alongside Lindsay's lack of desire, lost her many fans for her comeback. Since acting here and there from 2018, when she starred in Sick Notes, another one of Lindsay's recent roles is 2021's Ziva as their voice actress for a single episode, and in 2021's Devil May Care, plus narrating Amazon Prime's 2022 dating series Love Struck High. In our 2nd second spot, Lindsay's dating life was a cesspool for tabloids. During a 2007 trip to a Utah rehab center, Lindsay was introduced to her ex-boyfriend Riley Gills. After their separation, Riley sold his story to the press, claiming Lindsay was an intercourse addict and a nymphomaniac, and quite literally said sex became a key part of her recovery. By the time 2008 rolled around, Lindsay's relationship with DJ Samantha Ronson was splayed across tabloids as they PDA'd at just about every outing. They never came out as an official couple, but did disclose to the media of their very close and special bond. Of course, now her dating life has since settled, and messy tabloids about her love life are a thing of the past. Lindsay is now married to and has found love and peace with Bader Shammas, who she first sparked romance rumors with in February 2020 when she posted a since-deleted group photo from a Dubai festival with the casual mentioning of a boyfriend in the caption. Following Lindsay's November 2021 announcement of their engagement on Instagram, people confirmed the couple tied the knot in July of the next year, after Lindsay again referred to Bader as her husband in an Instagram post. This announcement showed the world a rare peek into Lindsay's personal life since her 2014 move to Dubai, especially because of her reluctancy to post or speak on their relationship on social media. In our first spot, Lindsay subjectively ruined her face. Now, this one's pretty trivial and hella objective, but looks seem to really matter in Hollywood, so it wouldn't exactly be smart of me to leave this out, even if I don't personally agree with it. After all the above, it's kinda hard to think what more could Lindsay do besides, I guess, destroying her looks. When she entered age 10, Lindsay was heavily talked about because of her natural beauty. However, now the 36-year-old seems to look twice her age and very unnatural. Reportedly, Lindsay's undergone a nose job, breast augmentation, cheek filters, Botox, lip injections, and dermal fillers. Of course, the plastic surgery was meant to enhance the beauty that was already there, but unfortunately seems to have done the exact opposite. Lindsay hasn't even publicly commented on her work, which is obviously not that surprising given how many other celebrities also refuse to address their own work. However, with Lindsay's recent push back into the spotlight, her facial alterations are becoming an increasing topic of conversation once more. That's been today's WATN. I've been your host, Miguel, and thanks for watching, friends.